Hello, Rock Academy students and parents. My name's Amy and I've just started teaching, or for the last few weeks, teaching at Hemmingford. And at that school I'm teaching drums, guitar and piano. And I wanted to include a video or two on sort of guitar lessons that I'm doing at the moment with some of the students. We're starting to look at chords. Now, I have a little theory about chords. When you're beginning or you have very little hands, there is a way to make chord playing a little easier and to make it more enjoyable. And obviously over the next few months, of doing lessons and stuff, we will be looking at the full, using all the fingers and for the chords, but obviously that relies a lot on dexterity and stretch and things like that. So the main goal really for me, always with music, with any instrument, is to make it really fun and enjoyable, but also we need to be learning as well and practicing, and in order to get better. So I'm just going to put up a few chords here and I'm going to go through one of the songs that we are doing at the moment, Cecilia by Simon and Garfunkel. If you're familiar with them, hopefully you will be. So yeah, so obviously this is going to start off with some of the chords. So obviously this is the full chord of C major, if I get a nice ring to it. C major. Now what we're going to do is I am going to take these two fingers off and leave this one finger on the first fret. So obviously, as you can see, like the stretch, across 3 frets is quite a lot. And if you've got really little hands, that's really tough. So for the moment, we're gonna use one finger, and we're gonna have on the second string up on the first fret, and we're only going to use the top 3 strings. When I say top, it's because they're tuned higher than these strings. So always top is at the bottom. Just those 3 strings. Now you'll hear because it has exactly the same notes in as that, but we're using all of the strings here. So yeah, so if we take these 2 strings away and just use these 3, that gives us C major. Okay, cool, lovely. So the next one we're going to look at is E major. Now E major, the full chord is this. Lovely Spanish. Now we can play E major with one finger, and again we're going to use our first finger. So obviously fingers number 1, 2 and 3. We're going to use our first finger and we're going to play E major, again using the top 3 strings, and not this, when I say top I don't mean logistically, I mean tune wise, those 3 strings, and we get the same kind of, it's not exactly the same tone to that, but it's the same, we can, that's E major. Now on the subject of the E's, we can also play E minor by taking all of our fingers off and just, again, the top 3 strings, point out again, that's E minor. To play E minor like the full chord would be like that. Okay, cool. And the G major, that's right, sorry, I'm just going through all of, so full chord, again you can see the stretch that's needed, G major. Now we're going to use our 3rd finger now, so this finger here, so we're not going to use just one finger to do, we're going to, the fingers kind of belong to the frets, so 1st fret, 1st finger, 2nd fret, 2nd finger, 3rd fret, 3rd. Now doing this way is it's gonna kind of build on our dexterity and strength and stretchability. So really, when you're practicing at home, kids, you want to be not doing that. You want to be using your fingers, as such there. So to play G major with one finger, you want to, on the 3rd fret, with your 3rd finger, and again just these 3 strings. Now obviously these are triad chords, so I don't know, for those of you who might have a little bit of musical, you might be musicians yourself, you might understand all this. If you don't, a triad chord is made up of 3 notes. So obviously when we're playing the full chord on the guitar, like for instance G major, there are 3 notes within that chord, and although there are 6 strings on the guitar, because of the way we're pressing down and where we're pressing down, we're creating those 3 notes needed. So you know, so yeah, so if even though we're using just one finger, we're still playing those 3 notes are coming out. Okay, fantastic. Okay, now last one we're going to look at on this video is D major. Now D major, there is no other way around this but play the full chord. Now the full chord of D major is, I don't know if you can see, it's not, nothing's on the first fret. We've got our first finger on that string. It's on the G string, sorry, I should say that. G, and then our second finger on the second fret on the E string. And then our third finger is going to come onto the third fret and is going to play the B string. Okay, so like that. I don't know if you can see. Nice. Now, when you're playing chords, what I suggest you do is to get into the throes of things, is to just kind of play and sort of count to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use a pick if you want. I use my thumb. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and just get comfortable. Yeah, there's no rush at all. Let's go to G. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's literally just kind of doing that. It's really small steps with music. Like you know, we all have these dreams of what we want to play, but we have to start at the beginning. Everyone does. So yeah, I hope that's okay. If you have any questions, you hopefully will have my email by now, because I sent letters home with your little ones, and hopefully they would have remembered to give you the letters, or they're in their bag or something maybe. But yeah, so if you have any questions, just let me know. Obviously, like I say, you know, the goal is to do these chords with all of the fingers and all of the strings, but that is very tricky. And then obviously in the meantime we'll also be looking a bit at tab, and obviously that's what a lot of the children have been doing, I think, so far, which is really great. So they're getting to know the guitar. That's great. That's really cool. So yeah, I think chords are a really cool thing to learn, and opens up a lot of avenue for musicians. So hope that's okay, and I will upload another video to show you the rhythm of the song Cecilia. Okay, thanks. Bye for now.